The scent of vanilla and warm bread rises through the air. You remember this feeling from somewhere deep within your earliest memories. A Sunday morning when everything felt safe and unhurried. Sunlight filtered through gauze curtains in gentle waves. Mother moved quietly in the kitchen below. Her footsteps soft on wooden floors. The sound of coffee brewing mixed with birdsong outside. Now that same warmth wraps around you like a familiar blanket. But here the air shimmers with something deeper. A subtle vibration that seems to come from everywhere at once. The earth itself hums beneath your bare feet. Each step sends ripples through the crystalline grass. Blades of liquid glass bend and sway with impossible grace. They catch light that has no source, yet fills everything. This meadow floats in endless twilight, neither day nor night. Time moves differently here, like honey poured slowly from a spoon. Every moment stretches wide enough to step inside. Your breathing begins to match the pulse of the ground. In, out, in, out. The rhythm spreads from your chest to your limbs. Warmth follows each breath deeper into your body. Tension melts from shoulders you forgot were carrying weight. Your spine releases its careful vigilance. Knees soften as if learning to trust again. Above you, clouds drift in patterns too slow to follow. Their edges blur into the amber sky. Colors shift between indigo and gold without hurry. Each hue lasts long enough to become part of you. The air tastes thick and sweet like wildflower honey. Somewhere in the distance, bells ring once. The sound travels for minutes before reaching you. By the time it arrives, the echo has softened to silk. Another ring, further away, closer in time. Your heartbeat slows to meet these distant chimes. 40 hertz vibrates through your chest cavity. Not loud, but undeniable. A frequency that speaks directly to your nervous system. Your brainwaves begin to align with this ancient rhythm. Thoughts scatter like leaves on a lazy breeze. The need to plan dissolves. Worries about tomorrow fade into the honeyed air. There is only this moment, and the next, and the one after that. Your eyelids grow heavy with the weight of peace. They flutter once, then settle. Vision shifts from color to sensation. The meadow continues to pulse beneath you, each blade of glass singing in harmony. Sound layers upon sound in perfect sequence. Wind that doesn't move the hair. Breathing that comes without effort. Heartbeat that belongs to the earth now. The boundary between self and environment blurs. You are no longer walking on the meadow. You are part of its endless twilight dance. Feet sink slightly into crystalline soil. The ground welcomes your presence without question. No need to prove worthiness here. Memory surfaces of being 7 years old, lying in tall grass behind grandmother's house, watching clouds morph into dragons and castles. The same unhurried peace lived in her garden. She never called you inside, only smiled when she found you, hours later covered in dew. That feeling returns, now multiplied by the infinite sky. Your body temperature drops by degrees. Not cold, but cooling, like stepping from sunlight into shade. Shade made of velvet and starlight. Movement catches the corner of your awareness. Turning would require effort you no longer possess. So you let the motion pass through your vision. Shapes flow like water, finding their own path. Some resemble trees, others remind you of waves. All move with the same patient grace. The frequency deepens its hold on your consciousness. Neurons fire in synchrony across your brain. Gamma waves align with the Earth's ancient song. Clarity emerges not from thinking, but from stillness. Answers arise without questions. Peace doesn't need to be earned here. It simply is. Like gravity, like breath, like the love that waits in quiet moments. Your shoulders drop another inch toward the ground. Hips sway slightly with the meadow's rhythm. Arms hang loose at your sides. Fingers brush against passing strands of glass. Each touch creates tiny rainbows in the air. The rainbow fragments spiral upward in slow motion, catching light that exists only in this place. They don't fall. They float. They dissolve. They return. Breathing has slowed to match the planet's rotation. In takes 5 seconds. Pause. Out last 7. The extra seconds fill with amber warmth. Lungs expand fully for the first time in months, maybe years. Oxygen reaches places that had forgotten its gift. Cells brighten from within. Mitochondria hum in appreciation. The meadow responds to your deepening relaxation. Grass bends closer as if to listen. The humming grows richer, more complex. Layers of sound weave together effortlessly. Bass notes that vibrate in your bones. Treble melodies that kiss your eardrums. No single instrument plays alone. They exist in perfect relationship, like a family that has learned to breathe together, like hearts that beat in shared understanding, like voices that don't need words to communicate. Your thoughts begin to mirror this harmony. Conflicting ideas settle into peaceful coexistence. Past and future release their grip on your mind. Only now remains, glowing and infinite. The crystalline grass whispers secrets you've always known. Truths too simple for waking logic. That rest heals more than bodies. That stillness is not emptiness, but fullness. That sleep is not escape, but homecoming. Your knees buckle gently, without resistance. The meadow catches you in its endless embrace. You don't fall. You melt. You merge. You arrive. Skin meets glass that feels like silk. Warmth spreads from contact points throughout your frame. The meadow pulses stronger, now sensing your surrender. Frequency matches heartbeat exactly. Brainwaves synchronize with planetary resonance. Consciousness expands beyond the boundaries of self. You feel the dreams of every sleeper nearby, the hopes of those seeking rest, the relief of bodies finally allowed to heal, the gratitude of minds released from daily burdens. All these feelings flow through you without attachment, like rivers that don't ask to be named, like winds that don't seek recognition, like stars that shine without agenda. Your awareness begins to dim naturally, not from fatigue, but from completion, like a song that has said everything it needed, like a flame that has warmed all who gathered near, like a story that ends exactly where it began. At peace, at rest, at home. You begin to notice the gentle pull at your shoulders, as if the air itself is drawing you forward. Each step feels lighter than the last, as though gravity softens its hold just for you. The corridor stretches ahead, lined with moments that shimmer like old photographs. You see yourself laughing on a swing, set the chains creaking in warm summer wind. That laughter lives here, now preserved in light, thick as cream. Your fingers brush against the wall and feel the texture of cotton candy. The sweetness lingers not on your tongue, but deep in your chest. A memory unfolds of rain tapping on bedroom windows during power outages. You were never afraid, then only wrapped in blankets, listening to stories. The warmth from that blanket now wraps around your shoulders again. You recognize how safe it felt to simply exist in those moments. The floor beneath shifts, slightly like breathing fabric, supporting every footfall. There is no rush here, no need to hurry toward anything. Time pools around your ankles, like shallow tide waiting to be stepped through. Another image appears of birthday candles flickering in dimpled hands. The wax dripped slowly down the sides, leaving trails like amber rivers. You remember how the flame reflected in wide, curious eyes. Those eyes still look back at you from mirrors in this place. They carry no judgment, no urgency, only quiet recognition. The corridor widens now, revealing doorways branching off like tributaries. Each one glows faintly with colors that have no names. But there ahead, a door stands taller than the rest. Its surface seems carved from moonlight, held together by silence. Your name appears etched not in letters, but in small musical notes. As you approach, the melody grows familiar, like a lullaby half remembered. The handle turns without resistance, as if it has been waiting for this touch. Warmth spreads from your palm, up through your arm, settling in your shoulder. The door opens, revealing space that expands beyond sight. Here lies a floating meadow, suspended in endless twilight. The grass beneath your feet is made of liquid glass, catching light in waves. Each blade bends gently underfoot, releasing soft chimes like distant bells. The sensation rises through your soles into your knees, a pleasant tingle. Above you, stars drift slowly like dandelion seeds caught in honeyed air. Their movement creates patterns that make your chest swell with peace. The sky hums softly, not loud, but deep enough to feel in your bones. This sound matches the rhythm of your heartbeat, perfectly synchronized. You realize the ground pulses too, matching both heart and sky. With each pulse, a wave of calm washes over you from head to toe. The air tastes sweet like fruit left in morning sun. You breathe deeply, feeling it fill spaces you forgot existed. Around you, tall reeds sway, though no wind stirs them. Their movement is more like stretching after a long sleep. You watch mesmerized as they ripple in slow motion across the field. The sight makes your eyelids heavy, comfortable, and slow. As you walk deeper into this place, your steps become effortless. The ground seems to lift slightly with each stride, carrying you forward. You notice small pools scattered throughout the meadow, reflecting different skies. One shows clouds shaped like childhood drawings, drifting lazily. Looking into it brings back memories of crayons melting in summer heat. The feeling returns of sitting cross-legged on kitchen linoleum, creating worlds. Another pool reflects night sky, filled with shooting stars frozen mid-flight. Watching them sparks wonder rather than longing somewhere deep inside. The wonder settles in your stomach like warm tea on a cool evening. You continue walking, noticing how the light moves differently here. It bends around your limbs like silk caught underwater, moving slow and thick. Each ray splits into prismatic whispers, dancing across your skin. The colors leave traces not seen, but felt along nerve endings. Red feels like velvet draped over your shoulders. Blue touches your temples like cool fingertips pressing gently. Gold flows down your spine, warming vertebrae one by one. Green wraps around your ribs, expanding with each breath you take. Purple settles behind your eyes, making everything seem softer. You stop walking, sensing something important nearby. Ahead, a small clearing holds what looks like a pedestal. Upon it rests an object covered by cloth that shimmers faintly. Your heartbeat slows as recognition begins to dawn within you. You approach carefully, as if the moment might shatter. The cloth parts easily, revealing a small music box made of pale wood. Its surface is smooth, worn by countless gentle touches. The feel brings back afternoons spent curled up reading. You remember placing this very box beside your bed years ago. But somehow you forgot where it went, or even that it still existed. Now holding it again fills your palms with familiar weight. The wood carries scent of cedar and old paper bindings. These smells wrap around you like arms from someone who loves you. You open the lid carefully, hearing the tiny click echo softly. Inside, a small dancer spins slowly to melody only you can hear. The tune is not played aloud, but resonates directly in your mind. It sounds like the anchor humming deep beneath all other sounds. The resonance matches the pulse of this place, perfectly aligned. As the dancer twirls, you feel your body begin to sway slightly. Not because you choose to move, but because movement chooses you. The motion releases tension stored in muscles you did not know ached. Your jaw unclenches your shoulders, drop your spine straightens naturally. Breathing becomes slower, deeper, easier, as if returning home. The music box continues playing its silent song, unwinding time. Each note pulls another layer of worry away from your thoughts. You realize this feeling of safety was never lost. It lived quietly inside you, folded neatly between heartbeats, waiting patiently like this music box for the right moment. The right moment arrived when you stopped searching outside yourself. Now understanding settles in your chest, solid and warm. You close the music box, gently hearing the final chime fade. But the melody continues echoing in spaces between thoughts. You carry it with you now, no longer needing physical reminder. The knowledge that stillness exists within you remains constant. Like the meadow, the music, the light, everything returns to center. You place the box back on its pedestal with reverence, knowing it will wait here whenever you need to find it again. The grass beneath your feet sings softly as you turn to leave. Each step backward takes you deeper into understanding, not toward exit, but toward integration of all you have touched. The corridor awaits not to lead you away, but to welcome you home. Memories lining the walls glow brighter, now illuminated from within. They whisper that joy was never far, only sleeping lightly. And stillness was always yours to call upon whenever ready. The door marked with your name closes quietly behind you, leaving the meadow to float forever in peaceful twilight. But part of it stays with you, woven into breath and bone, ready to unfold again whenever the world grows too sharp, whenever noise threatens to drown out the simple truth that you contain entire landscapes of calm within you, and the anchor hums always just beneath awareness, waiting for you to remember how to listen. You are here now. The ground beneath you holds you perfectly still. There is no need to move. Your body knows how to rest. It has always known. Feel the surface that supports you. It is solid and ancient, older than the stories people tell themselves about being busy, older than the habit of rushing from one thought to another, deeper than the need to fix what isn't broken. This surface remembers every footprint that ever pressed into it gently. It holds the warmth of countless sunrises, warmth that seeped down through layers of earth, through roots that drink slowly from hidden streams, through stone that learned patience over millions of years. Your breath begins to match the rhythm of this deep remembering. Each exhale releases something you were holding onto without knowing. Something small but persistent. A tension in the space between your shoulder blades. A question you didn't realize you were asking yourself. Let it go. Let it dissolve into the silence that was always there, waiting patiently beneath the noise, like groundwater waiting beneath thirsty soil, ready to rise when called by nothing more than stillness. You can feel your heartbeat now, not fast or urgent, but steady and sure, like a drum that plays only for itself, a rhythm that existed before time became measurable. Your hands rest somewhere near your sides. They don't need to hold anything right now. Not a phone, not a list, not even an intention. They simply exist, palms open to whatever might settle there, though nothing needs to. They are complete as they are, soft and available. The air around you moves very slowly, carrying scents that have no names, scents that speak directly to parts of you that never learned language, parts that recognize home without needing directions, parts that know safety without checking logs. There is a quality to this air, dense but not heavy, like honey made from starlight, like breath held inside a pearl, cool against your skin, but warming as it touches you, warming because your body knows how to welcome what approaches with gentleness. Your body has been practicing hospitality for decades, offering comfort to tired muscles, creating space for dreams while you sleep. Even now, even in this moment of perfect stillness. Your body continues its ancient work, digesting invisible nourishment, repairing microscopic wear. You don't need to thank it. Gratitude will come naturally when you're ready. For now, simply notice how well you are being cared for, how completely you are held. The sounds around you are not disturbances. They are part of the lullaby that has been playing since the world began. The distant hum of electricity in walls, the subtle creak of wood adjusting to temperature, the almost imperceptible vibration of life continuing everywhere. These sounds weave together, forming a tapestry of ordinary magic. Magic that doesn't require special conditions. Magic that asks only for attention. And attention asks only for presence. You are present, more present than you have been in weeks, months maybe, years wrapped up in days that blurred together, all leading to this moment of recognition. Recognition that you don't need to earn rest, that it belongs to you as much as breathing does, as much as the next heartbeat, as much as tomorrow's sunrise, whether you plan for it or not. Your thoughts begin to slow down, not because you're trying to stop them, but because they're naturally drawn to the peace that surrounds you, like birds returning to a familiar tree at dusk, settling one by one onto branches they've known forever. Some thoughts drift away entirely, taking with them the weight of unfinished conversations, unanswered emails, appointments written in calendars that measure time in blocks. All of it floats away like dandelion seeds on a gentle breeze. You watch them go without regret, knowing they served their purpose, knowing they can return when needed. But not tonight. Tonight belongs to stillness. Stillness that isn't empty, but full of everything that matters. Full of the memory of rain on leaves. Full of the sound your grandmother's voice made when she laughed. Full of all the moments you've loved without realizing you were loving them. These memories aren't sad. They are sweet, like honey stirred into warm tea, like sunlight filtered through old curtains, like the feeling of clean sheets on a Sunday morning. You carry them lightly now, no longer weighed down by their preciousness, no longer afraid to to let them change shape. They belong to you, but they also belong to the universe, which means they are safe. Safer than keeping them locked away in boxes labeled with dates. Safer than trying to preserve them exactly as they were. They can breathe now, expand and contract like lungs, like yours, breathing slower now, deeper now, each breath reaching places that shallow breathing cannot touch, places where healing happens without effort, where wisdom settles like sediment in calm water, where answers arise not from thinking harder, but from listening more carefully to the silence between heartbeats, to the pause between waves, to the space between thoughts, where everything you need already lives, already waits, already knows. You don't have to figure it out. Just rest here, in this knowing, in this trust, in this coming home to yourself, which is really just staying with what is true, true about this moment, true about your body, true about the love that connects everything, true about the simple fact that you are here, here in a body that works beautifully, here in a mind that can release its grip when invited, here in a heart that beats steadily through joy and sorrow, here in breath that never forgets to return, here in consciousness that witnesses it all without judgment. This witnessing part of you, it doesn't get tired, doesn't need caffeine or motivation, doesn't worry about the future or rehearse the past. It simply sees what is, sees beauty in ordinary things, sees connection where others see separation, sees peace where others see problems, sees home in the very act of looking. To now, as you continue to sink deeper into this awareness, you might notice a subtle shift, a softening around the edges of where you end and the world begins. Not a loss of self, but a discovery that self is bigger than you imagined, big enough to include the chair supporting you, big enough to include the air filling your lungs, big enough to include the silence that holds all sound, big enough to include the questions you haven't asked yet. This expanded sense of self, it's not something you achieve. It's something you remember, like remembering a song you heard in childhood. The melody surfacing from somewhere beyond memory, beyond the need to understand how. Just knowing that it was always there, waiting for the right moment to be heard. And this is that moment. Not because everything is perfect, but because perfection isn't required. Because wholeness includes the broken places, includes the doubts, includes the fears that have been transformed by love, includes the very act of transformation itself. You are included in this wholeness, exactly as you are. No improvements necessary. No apologies needed. No explanations required. Just your presence, your willingness to be here, your courage to let go of the steering wheel, even for a few minutes, especially for a few minutes. Because sometimes the best way to find your way forward is to stop moving altogether, to let the destination reveal itself, rather than chasing it down a predetermined path. And what reveals itself in stillness is always closer than you think, closer than the next thought, closer than the next breath, closer than the space between your fingers. It's already here, has always been here, waiting patiently in the pause between one moment and the next, in the gap between the note and the silence, in the space where creation rests before creating again. This is sacred space, not because it's different from anywhere else, but because you've stopped long enough to recognize it, to honor it, to let it hold you the way it's always wanted to. And in this holding, you discover that you're not the one doing the work. You're the one receiving it, receiving the care that flows naturally when resistance stops, receiving the love that was always meant for you. Love that doesn't ask for anything in return. Accept your willingness to accept it, to let it fill the spaces you thought were empty, to let it remind you that emptiness was never real, just potential waiting for permission to unfold. To now, as you rest in this unfolding, you might feel a gentle pulling towards sleep, not the kind that comes from exhaustion, but the kind that comes from completion, from having arrived somewhere important, somewhere worth staying, where dreams can be trusted, where rest is not preparation for productivity, but an end in itself. A celebration of being alive. A celebration of having made it this far. A celebration of choosing kindness over urgency. Choosing presence over performance. Choosing to be held rather than to hold on. And as sleep approaches, carry with you this feeling of being completely cared for. Let it wrap around you like a blanket made of starlight, like a song sung by angels who know your name, like the first light of dawn breaking over mountains you've never seen. You are safe. You are loved. You are exactly where you need to be. In this moment, in this breath, in this beautiful, perfect, eternal now. Let the edges of your awareness begin to soften now. There is nothing for you to hold on to anymore. Nothing that needs your attention right now. Just the gentle sensation of release spreading through your shoulders and down into your arms and hands. Feel how easy it becomes to let everything drift away, like autumn leaves floating down a quiet stream. Each thought that passes through your mind can simply float away without needing to catch it or examine it. You are becoming lighter with each passing moment, lighter than air itself, as if you could rise up through the ceiling, through the sky above your home, up into the vast, peaceful space where there is only stillness. The images that were so clear just moments ago begin to blur together now, losing their sharp edges and becoming softer, dissolving like morning mist under gentle sunlight, leaving behind only the feeling of safety. You don't need to see anything now. Your eyes can close completely if they haven't already, because vision is no longer necessary. All the knowing you need comes through feeling, and feeling requires no effort at all. Just allow yourself to sink deeper into this comfortable embrace, this warm cocoon of complete acceptance, where every part of you is welcome, even the parts you sometimes forget about. The small of your back, the space between your shoulder blades, the soles of your feet resting on the floor beneath you. Notice how different it feels to truly belong somewhere, to know that you are exactly where you need to be. In this moment, in this space, surrounded by something larger than yourself, something that has always been there waiting for you. Like coming home after a very long journey. Except this home travels with you wherever you go. A portable sanctuary made of pure peace. The resonance begins to settle more deeply into your bones now, vibrating at the exact frequency that makes your cells remember that healing is your natural state, that wholeness has never actually left you. It was only covered over by the noise of daily life, by the constant stream of thoughts demanding attention. But here in this quiet space, you can feel it clearly again. The steady rhythm of your own restoration. The gentle pulse that says yes to your existence, yes to your worthiness, yes to your belonging. Let your breathing become slower now, deeper and more rhythmic, matching the pace of the universe itself. Inhaling peace, exhaling whatever no longer serves you. With each breath, you take in something new, something ancient and wise. And with each exhale, you release the old stories, the patterns that have outlived their purpose. Imagine that every cell in your body is listening, receiving these messages of love and renewal, passing them along to every fiber of your being, creating a cascade of gentle transformation. You are not separate from this process. You are the process itself, the one experiencing healing, and the healing that is happening. There is no distance between you and your own well-being, no gap to cross, just the simple recognition that it is already here, wrapped around you like a warm blanket. The resonance doesn't stop when the words do. It continues its work while you rest, moving through layers of tension you didn't even know were there, unraveling knots of stress stored in your muscles. Your body knows what to do with this. Trust it completely. Trust the wisdom that lives in your heart, in your breath, in the quiet spaces between your thoughts. You are learning to recognize the difference now between the voice of fear and the voice of truth, between what you think you should feel and what your soul actually needs. The truth sounds like this, soft and certain, like wind chimes in a gentle breeze, like waves lapping against a peaceful shore. There is no rush to figure everything out, no deadline for your healing, no finish line you must cross, just the ongoing invitation to return to this place. whenever you need to remember who you really are. Beneath all the roles you play, beneath all the expectations placed upon you, there is a core of pure presence, pure love, pure potential waiting to unfold, and it is completely untouched by anything that has happened to you or anything you think might happen next. This peace is always here, whenever you need it, whenever you want to return to this feeling. It will be waiting, like a favorite blanket that never gets old, like a door that's always unlocked, like a friend who never stops caring, ready to welcome you home whenever you arrive. You can carry this feeling with you now, not as something fragile that might break, but as something that becomes stronger the more you share it, like a flame that grows brighter when passed from candle to candle. The images drift away like clouds, leaving only the feeling, only the peace. You don't need to do anything now. Just let yourself be held by the space between heartbeats, held by the pause between breaths, held by the infinite compassion of this moment. Sleep now. Until we meet again in the quiet.